What a week. We missed Tuesday, obviously, because of storm prep, which was thankfully, well, I was more worried than I needed to be. Let's put it that way. But last week down here in Florida was such a great week. My friend Vince and I went to go see Sunny Day Real Estate at Appleseed Cast at the House of Blues. If there are any Sunny Day Real Estate fans in the comments, give me a shout out. But anyway, I was just having a great week last week. Then we get this news that this tropical storm is coming. And I'm like, what? What am I going to do? So I've already communicated with a number of my customers that had some water intrusion in their cars. So I'm going to make a little video today, especially if you've got a Classic Mercedes and you're affected by this storm, about what you need to do immediately and how you need to proceed. So first of all, if you are in Charleston or that part of South Carolina and you're worried about water intrusion, you're near the ocean, get your car out. You know, you can replace your Ford or your Chevy or your Nissan or your new Mercedes, but you can't replace your Classic Mercedes. So get it out. If you don't have a garage to keep it in, find one. Go to a parking garage at a hospital or something. They are usually a safe place to park a car. Now, if your car has had water intrusion, water damage, there's such a thing as water intrusion. There's such a thing as flood damage. So flood damage is when your car's electrical system gets totally submerged and cooked in water. That's flood damage. Water intrusion is when water gets in your car and then you get it out and you proceed as usual. Older Mercedes are pretty impervious to water intrusion. Even if you have a kind of technologically advanced car like a 560 SEL or SEC, just try to not use any power consumers. Disconnect the battery. That's a great place to start. And if you can disconnect the battery before the storm, that's even better. But if you get to it after the storm, before you use anything, get the battery disconnected. Number two, if you have gotten water in the car, get the water out first and foremost. Don't run the car. Get it out of the wet area. Do what you got to do. Drain it. Get the water out. And try your best to resist the temptation to start it and see how it's doing. I promise you the engine will run. How do I know? Because Wesley drove his 124 through about 4 feet of water over the weekend. Like, he just drove it through. And I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And he's fine now. I mean, the car made it. So I don't know. But the point here is that when you're trying to mitigate the effects of water intrusion, you need to let the car dry out completely before you start using electrical accessories. Because typically, if you have fresh water getting into a car, like from overflowing rivers and rainwater and stuff like that, it's not going to do much damage. It's a non-conductor. Salt water, different story. If you have a car that got saltwater intrusion, the best thing to do is pull every electronic device out of the car, disassemble it, because at least on the Mercedes we service, they can all be disassembled, and flush the circuit boards with electronic parts cleaner and put them back together. Is it time consuming? Yes, but it's still better than frying a KE control unit. Last, when you're dealing with your insurance company, don't use the word flood damage. Let somebody else make that determination. Just say something got wet. You know, don't say your car was in a flood. Don't say it was up to its wheels in water. You know, the best answer when you're dealing with insurance is, I don't know. Because the insurance are like the police. The less information you give them, the more they are going to have to work to determine what the solution is, and they can't just automatically say totaled, you know. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Or I don't know. I don't know if this is an enjoyable topic. This is actually not an enjoyable topic. I hope you found this video informative and useful. And you can really use this information on any older car, but you know, at least framed in the context of Mercedes, the diesel models are probably going to fare the best because they don't need any electronic inputs to run other than maybe a glow plug relay. So If you have an older Mercedes diesel, you're probably going to be okay. I would just clean it up and dry it out. But if you have a more complex gas Mercedes, we hope you found this information useful. And instead of liking and sharing and subscribing like I expect most of you to do that do not get hit by the storm, I expect you to get to work and start drying your car out. So anyway, see you guys in the future. Thank you so much.